Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really getting into something essential,
Mm.
trust.
Mm.
We've been looking at Kenton Patterson's work, and it really clarifies what trust means, especially now.
It does, in such a fast-paced world, you know?
Exactly. And we know you want insights quickly, but also thoroughly. So our mission today,
Let's boil it down.
yeah, extract the core ideas about trust from Patterson and figure out why it's so crucial for, well, all of us.
Sounds good. Patterson's insights feel timely because they cut through all the noise, the tech changes.
And bring it back to basics.
Pretty much. Back to this very human element, trust. So, yeah, let's define it. What's Patterson's take?
Okay, so fundamentally, he sees trust as a belief.
A belief, right.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
believing in someone's honesty, their reliability, that they're genuinely committed to doing what's right.
It's that bedrock, isn't it? The thing that lets real connections actually grow.
It is, and Patterson breaks that belief down further. He starts with belief in their character.
Ah, character.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a big one.
He says it's less about being flawless and more about like a consistent direction, sticking to principles even when it's hard.
Sort of seeing their true colors through life's storms, as he puts it.
Exactly that. Are they speaking truth? Do they follow through? That consistency.
That tells you a lot, whether it's business, friendship,
Or love, yeah. It's universal.
and that links directly to his next point, right? Confidence in their actions.
It does. Can you rely on them to actually do what they say?
And he's realistic too. People mess up.
Right.
But trust, Patterson suggests, allows for that if there's accountability, owning it, trying again.
And that reliability, that predictability in a good way, it creates a sense of security, does it? In a world that feels, well, pretty chaotic sometimes.
Totally. Which brings us to vulnerability and openness.
Yeah. This is key. Trust builds that safe zone.
A space where you can just be yourself.
Exactly. Drop the masks, share honestly without, fearing judgment. That's quite different from how we often operate.
It really is. And he ties that vulnerability into emotional security.
So not just physical safety, but feeling emotionally secure in that relationship.
Yeah, and when you have that, Patterson says that's when confidence can really bloom. Creativity, too. Deeper connections.
Like with a mentor you trust or a really good colleague,
Big guy.
you feel safer taking risks.
Precisely. But it's not just about receiving trust, is it? He emphasizes mutual respect and understanding.
Good point. It has to be a two-way street.
Respecting boundaries, values, truths, even when you don't fully agree, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe listening without jumping in, supporting without trying to take over, that kind of thing.
Which leads to something tricky but vital. Forgiveness and accountability.
Right, because mistakes will happen. We're human.
And strong trust, according to Patterson, needs room for forgiveness, but also...
The courage to be accountable, to own your part.
Exactly. It's about being real, learning together, growing, not demanding this impossible flawlessness.
It makes sense. And all these pieces together, they show why Patterson thinks trust is becoming even more important.
He has that line, doesn't he? In the digital age, trust will be the true currency.
Yeah. And he doesn't just mean in business, right? It applies everywhere.
Everywhere. In a world saturated with information, some good, some bad, knowing who and what to trust is,
Yeah.
well, it's essential navigation.
It gives you the confidence to make bold moves, try new things. It fuels innovation because you feel safe enough.
Absolutely.
So, wrapping up the key elements, it's belief in character, confidence in actions, that space for vulnerability.
Emotional security, mutual respect, and dealing with mistakes through forgiveness and accountability. It's quite a package.
It is. And its value is definitely rising.
Which kind of leaves us, and everyone listening, with a reflection point, doesn't it?
Like, who do you genuinely trust in your life?
And, maybe just as importantly, who places that kind of trust in you?
And building on that, Patterson's final nudge. How can you, yourself, show up today, right now, in a way that actually builds more trust?
In your own circle, in the world around you.
Because when you think about it, that foundation of trust, it really does open up so many possibilities, something to consider.